Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. Today I want to share a recipe for a very unusual almond cookie for you. I'm gonna call it gold coins, but in the original recipe it's called gold ducats. Just a history lesson for you that ducat is a gold or silver coin used as a trade coin in Europe from the later Middle Ages until as late as the 20th century. I'm not gonna specify exact currency of my cookies, so I am just gonna call them gold coins. Let's get started. And here's the list of the ingredients, and also will be listed in the description box below. You will need 200 grams of softened butter, which is about 1 cup. You're gonna need 200 grams of sugar, which is 1 cup. You're gonna need 250 grams of flour, which is 1 3/4 cups, half a cup of cornstarch, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 100 grams of cornmeal. You're gonna need 2 whole eggs and 1 egg yolks. You're also gonna need 1 packet of vanilla sugar or 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. You're gonna need 100 grams of dark chocolate and 200 grams of semi-sweet chocolate. First, we're gonna combine flour, cornstarch, and baking powder and mix those together. And this is how every single cookie recipe starts. We're gonna start by creaming butter and sugar together until it's nice and creamy and smooth in texture. Then we're gonna add 1 packet of vanilla sugar. And don't forget to scrape down your bowl between your steps. This will ensure of proper mixing of all your ingredients. Then gradually we're gonna add 2 whole eggs and 1 egg yolk, and we're gonna mix it together until it's nice and creamy. Then add your almond meal, and I'm using the non-blanched one because I like the little specks in my cookies. Yeah, and don't forget to scrape down your bowl and make sure everything is mixed in. Before we add the chocolate to our batter, we need to grate it, of course, and it helps sometimes to put it in the fridge. This way you grate your chocolate much easier, and use a smaller grater on your cheese grater, and then just grate the whole bar of chocolate, which is approximately 100 grams. Add your grated chocolate to a batter, and we're gonna mix it quickly just so it's combined. That's why I told you to put your chocolate bar in the fridge and then grate it, because when we add it to the batter, it's not gonna melt right away and we will still have our little specks of chocolate. The last step would be adding our flour mix, which is flour, cornstarch, and baking powder, and the cornstarch added to this recipe so the cookie can hold its shape, and we can decorate those coins later and they don't spread when they baked. Final scrape of the bowl and your cookie dough is ready. Then you need a big piece of Saran wrap or plastic wrap, and we still need to refrigerate this dough because it's still a little bit soft and we won't be able to form cookies. So we just need to refrigerate it for about 30 minutes until it's a little bit firmer. To cut out your cookies, you're gonna need a little cutout form like this, a round one. It's 1.5 inches or 5 centimeters in diameter, and you're gonna need a rolling pin. Then you need a lightly dust with flour, either a table surface or a silicone mat. You're gonna take your dough out of the fridge, and as you can see, it firmed up a little bit, and we're gonna roll it out to about 1/4 inch thick. This process has to be done very quickly so your dough doesn't melt, so don't fiddle with it too much, just roll it out quickly, and we're ready to cut out our coins. Have a little pile of flour on the side so we can dip our cutting form into it so the cutting form doesn't stick to the dough, and quickly cut out little cookies. Remove the scraps from the cookies and you're gonna take one out. Sometimes it helps if you use a spatula. We're gonna take those cookies out, place them on a baking tray, and we're gonna bake them at 365 degrees Fahrenheit or 185 degrees Celsius for about 13 to 15 minutes. Then take them out and let them cool completely on the tray. And as you can see, they're still soft, but they will harden a little bit after they cool down. Then on your counter, place a parchment paper, and on that parchment paper, you're gonna put your cooling rack. We're gonna cool these cookies completely, and after that, we're gonna be decorating them with chocolate, and that's why we need that parchment paper under that cooling rack. We're gonna decorate our coins with melted chocolate and some edible gold dust. Melt your chocolate either in microwave or on bain-marie, and we're ready to decorate our cookies. So we're gonna take one cookie and we're gonna dip it in the chocolate halfway, so it appears like half of the coin is chocolate and half of the coin is not. We're gonna place it back on the cooling rack, and we're gonna let that chocolate set completely before we can enjoy our cookies. Oh yes, and the last thing, we have to make these coins gold. So I have this beautiful edible gold dust, and look how beautiful these coins look. They look like just a treasure that you found somewhere in the big trunk. I know I should have made those cookies for Christmas, but I've decided I'm gonna make them after New Year because we all have to step in the new year with a big bag of gold coins. And let's see how this cookie crumbles. It's nice, it's crunchy, it's almondy and chocolatey, and it's gold. I hope you like this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you soon.